What's going on, guys? Asian Guy here, bringing you a long overdue video from myself. Long time no see, I do apologize, but just want to make a disclaimer. First of all, I have missed you guys. Second of all, I did upload a video yesterday of sugo-fest pulls, but unfortunately I forgot to put the video on scheduled and I fell asleep. And by the time I woke up, it was kind of like midnight, so I decided, you know what, I'll just save the video for tomorrow and then I can add on the global sugo-fest pulls, where we do get the free multi-pulls, as well as the Law and Luffy 2.5 times legend rate sugo-fest, which I did get some reds on. Now, that aside, I decided to save that video for tomorrow now because, boom, Japan got a bunch of tasty stuff. Now, I didn't make a video on this, but 6+ katakuri, beautiful, very juicy, and I love it. But most importantly right now, we've got a Halloween batch of units, a Halloween sugo-fest, and if you can hear that banging, I really do apologize, but this is what I'm talking about, guys. Every single day for the past almost 3 months now, which is absurd because it's like he's spiting me, or she, whoever's doing the construction. It's like they're purposely getting louder and louder. But what I wanted to say is that when it first happened, I only thought it was going to last for like 3 weeks. That's what I was told. We're now almost 3 months later. I don't know if anyone remembers when I first mentioned the construction issue. We're almost 3 months later, this is still continuously happening every single bloody day, and it genuinely pisses me off. But that aside, let's get into the Halloween batch of units. Now, beautiful artwork. I love themed units. I love special themed units, and I cannot stress this enough. When we had Halloween Rayleigh, who's at the top here, when he came out, let me tell you, I did like 8 multi-pulls to pull this Halloween Rayleigh, and I'm not proud of it. That's 400 gems to pull a Treasure Map Mode booster unit, who in the end, this was for Treasure Map Nami back then. I didn't even do Treasure Map Nami sugo-fest because I was so tilted by the sugo-fest. The pulls I didn't even upload those pulls. I did stream them, but I am not proud of those times. 400 gems for that Halloween Rayleigh. I have no regrets though. I do have regrets, but I'm very happy that I have the Halloween Rayleigh because he's a beautiful unit to have. But this is a proper batch. This is not a Treasure Map Mode batch. It is a proper Halloween batch with an insanely overpowered legend in Legend Ace. Now, a lot of people are unhappy that we've got a furry version of Ace. A lot of people are unhappy we have themed units. And I just don't get it. I don't understand. I don't understand why people are not happy with this. We've got Ace, we've got Dofi, we've got Koala, we've got Reiju, and we've also got Luffy. The thing with Halloween batches, or the thing with special themed batches, is we can have any unit we want. Not necessarily what we want, but we get any unit they want to throw in, and normally they're going to throw in very popular characters, as they have done here. A lot of people want to see another Marineford Ace. Why? Has he not suffered enough? Has he not died on your screen enough? We've got an Ace with a punctured hole in his chest. He's a very good version of Ace. We have Ace escaping from when he was not necessarily in prison, but when he was about to be executed with the Luffy and Ace version. Have you guys not seen him suffer enough? I want to see a badass, cool, furry version. Not necessarily furry, but I want to see a cool version of Ace, and I love it. Now, this Ace has very good limit breaks, as you can see here, very good stats, but his abilities, his captain ability, which I've got to say, 1, is very overpowered, and I'd be very happy to pull him, but 2, if I don't pull him, I'm going to remain very, very salty because it has the same kind of mechanic the One Piece Stampede version of Luffy has. I got to say, I'm so glad this artwork for Ace is superb because that Luffy artwork is not pretty. That Stampede artwork has to be one of the worst artworks I've seen. But moving on, Ace's captain is a boost to fighter and shooter characters by 4 times flat, 4 times attack. That is the meta now, ladies and gentlemen. I'm calling it. We're going to have flat 4.5 times next year round. That's what's going to happen as Jojo comes out to say hello. Jojo, say hello. Aww. You can see your beautiful blue eyes there. But 4 times flat attack to shooter and fighter characters. HP 1.5 times as Jojo comes back onto my desk. I'm not sure why she keeps coming back. Okay. But 1.5 times HP, meaning he is incredibly tanky. Incredibly tanky. And they... and I was about to say Jojo. And Ace will also treat fighter and shooter characters with int and psi orbs as beneficial. But this is the big thing here. Reduces a fixed 10 turns of special seal and special rewind on crew. Double captain will mean 20 turns, which is... that's just absurd. That's literally insane. Now the special seal itself, you know, there are plenty of ways to get around that, but special rewind, 20 turns, 20 turns of special rewind. You can literally have a 99 turn rewind on almost any unit, and if you've got them max skilled anyway, it will undo that rewind. That is absolutely absurd to me. That is so crazy to me. And it makes me worried. It makes me worried for the content, because I remember Kizuna Kessen or Bond Battle, Kizuna Battle. If you didn't have Stampede Luffy friend captains, you were kind of screwed. So what this is saying is, if you don't have this Ace as a friend captain at least, you're going to be kind of screwed. And we all know how tedious it is to find friend captains of the newest legend, especially like fully skilled, fully socketed, etc, etc. If you have any of those, please do hit me up in the friend request. But this Ace, I've got to say, absolutely beautiful, gorgeous artwork, insane captain ability, and his special ability is absurd as well. He will reduce 10 turns of bind on crew, very nice utility, and for 1 turn, boost attack of fighter and shooter characters by 2.5 times. That's right, that's an attack boost, not an orb boost, because we get a bunch of orb boosters these days. An attack boost of 2.5 times. The dude upstairs is very excited for this Ace. It's a 13 turn cooldown. I don't know what to say. It's disgusting. It's disgusting in a good way. Sailor abilities are very nice. He himself will treat side tandem recovery orbs as beneficial, plus 75 attack, HP, and recovery to fighter and shooter characters. And his support ability at level 5, which is also very good. Once during the adventure, when the enemy binds your crew, reduce 3 turns of bind on the crew. And it works on Luffy and Sabo units, which is like, wow! He has everything! And he's int! And he's int, so he doesn't have a negative typing. He's a fantastic legend. He's an absolutely fantastic legend. Definitely up there in the S tier for me. We have now got Int Doflamingo, who I've got to say is again a fantastic piece of artwork. And I just cannot understand how people are not happy to get a batch like this, where we get... This is like fan service at its finest. It's literally pure and utter fan service, and I love it. And I absolutely love it. This Dofi has very high attack stat. Unsurprisingly, it's a Dofi. And his HP is 3,452, which for a base unit is again pretty damn high. Captain ability is nothing to scream and shout about, but his shooter and fighter character boost of an attack boost 2.25 times, HP 1.5 times. At the end of the turn, do 5 times receive damage to all enemies, which is a captain ability I haven't seen for a long time. It's very similar to Raid Kuma if I'm not mistaken. But special ability will completely remove resilience on enemies, which is okay-ish, I guess, because completely remove resilience, I mean, there's plenty of ways to get around resilience. As long as you have end of turn damage, that works as well. So maybe there's going to be some sort of interrupt in a piece of content we have where you need to be able to remove the resilience, and if you do end of turn damage instead, it's not going to do the job, which is something I'll be worried about. But when the enemy has delay protection or debuff protection, 1 turn boosts both attack and orbs of shooter and fighter characters by 1.75 times. So a very solid fighter and shooter unit, very nice unit overall, and of course has a decent sailor ability as well. Plus 30 attack to shooter and fighter characters, plus 75 attack to shooter and fighter characters when HP is low, which is an interesting one to itself, and then plus 15% HP to supported units, and that works for all int characters, which is something I personally wouldn't be using too often. Sai Koala. Now I know a lot of people are fans of Koala, and this is not a very over-sexualized artwork, and it's a very nice artwork as well. So props to Bandai here. Captain ability will be a 2.5 times attack to fight and cerebral units, healing 1000 HP at the end of the turn. Her special ability will reduce 5 turns of increased damage debuff. Nothing too insane there. For 3 turns, heal 10 times character's recovery at the end of the turn, so that can go up to around 600. I'd say around 600 recovery at the end of each turn. 600 recovery, 600, not 600, what am I saying, guys? Your recovery can be around 600, therefore you'll heal around 6,000 at the end of the turn for 3 turns, which is very nice. And then for 3 turns, reduce incoming damage by 50%. So this is very much a survivable character. A survivable character, survivability, utility character, and I personally don't think she will have many uses, but I'm sure there's going to be a niche area where you can use her, because 3 turns, 50% damage reduction is very nice, and you're also healing at the same time. And of course, this ace, 1.5 times HP, it's going to have an absurd amount of HP. You're going to have a very tanky team, so maybe there's going to be content where you're going to need to stall out a bunch. I really don't like content like that because I prefer doing my runs within 3 minutes, maximum 3 minutes. Ideally 1 minute 30 seconds to 2 minutes 30 seconds, but any longer than that, it begins to trigger me. It begins to trigger me, guys. I'm sure you guys are aware that I don't play this game as much as I used to, but this is a beautiful batch. It's a beautiful batch. Her Sailor ability number 2 is something to shout about. When captain is a fighter or cerebral character, crew will treat dex orbs as beneficial, and she's a psi unit, so very, very nice there. Support ability, reduce 5% incoming int damage. Something I'm very interested in seeing is a bunch of units who have the limit break to reduce certain color damage incoming, and then also supported units or support units that will also further reduce incoming damage. I feel like all of that can stack up, so you have something absurd like, say, 50% reduced damage from a certain type. I want to see a team like that, fully limit broker, fully supported, damage reduction support. I believe that meta will come around one day. I genuinely believe there's going to be a meta like that one day with like Whitebeard and Marco, where you have absurd damage reduction. I believe in it. I see it. I see it. She'll also give 5% attack and HP to support character, Sabo, Morley, Bello Betty, Karasu or Lindbergh, all the revolutionaries, which is very, very nice as well. And then we have Sai, Reiju. All of these, I believe, are Sai and Int units, which is pretty interesting. They are indeed all Sai and Int units. We have got Halloween Reiju, who is a shooter and cerebral type. More love for cerebrals. Her captain ability, shoot and cerebral attack 3 times with matching orb, 2.25 otherwise, and HP 1.2 times. Her special ability, though, is something much nicer. Will completely remove any poison on crew. Always very nice, and always seems to be with Reiju. Reduce 3 turns of burn and paralysis. When the captain is a shooter or cerebral character, change orbs of shooter and cerebral characters to matching. Very, very, very nice. Very, very nice. And for 2 turns, increase the appearance rate of matching orbs for the crew by a large amount. Now, large amount, I'm going to guess around 70%, so you're most likely going to get around 4 or 5 orbs out of your 6 coming through as matching. And remember, you always have beneficial orbs as well to help with that as well. Her support ability, once during the adventure when the character triggers a special that changes orbs, for 2 turns, boost appearance rate of matching orbs for the crew, and applies to all shooter characters. Now, her support ability, very, very good. I'd say that's one of the best support abilities in the game, honestly. That is a very, very, very useful support ability. So, well, it really does depend on the boost there, but I'm guessing it's probably going to be around 70% as well. Her Sailor ability too, when the captain is shooter or cerebral character, crew will treat quick orbs as beneficial. So we've got quick orbs as beneficial, dex orbs as beneficial, and Ace's captain is int and psi orbs as beneficial. I'm sure we'll have one for tandem or me. Oh, here we go. Here we go. So, fighter characters attack 2.75 times. This is the int Halloween Luffy. Very, very, very nice artwork. One of my favorites in the game. Fighter characters will treat tandem as beneficial. His special ability will bind himself for 7 turns, which then you follow up with the A special, because the A special is 10 turn bind reduction, but he will bind himself for 7 turns, cut the HP of one enemy by 25%, does not go through barriers, reduce 4 turns of despair, change all orbs including block to tandem, which is superb when you consider his Sailor ability. When orbs boost is active for 3 turns, lock chain to 2.75 times, which is again a fantastic special there. And when you don't have an orb boost already, 1 turn of 3 times chain lock. So a superb, both utility unit, orb manipulator, and damage booster in terms of chain lock. So he's a fantastic sub, one of the best subs in the game. By far, I gotta say, by far one of the best subs in the game, in terms of having a mix of different very useful things that will pretty much never be outdated, if we're honestly speaking. You've got Despair in there, HP cut in there, Orb Manipulation, changes all orbs, including block to tandem, which is, you know, that's kind of crazy. That's a full board or manipulation. If we got tandem as beneficial, which Luffy gives when the captain is a fighter characters will treat tandem orbs as beneficial. That's pretty insane. That's a full board of matching orbs. Pretty damn insane. And then his second of sailor ability is when the captain is a fighter character, 1.1 times HP for fighter characters, as if that wasn't enough already on the Ace team. So overall, all of these units have beautiful 10 out of 10 artworks. I gotta say, this Ace though got me feeling some kind of way. This Ace got me feeling some kind of way. Beautiful artwork. I love Ace. Even if I dabbed on Ace in the past, I do love my guy Ace. Very tanky, very high damage, very good utility with special seal and special rewind. Reduction built into the captain ability, which is just absurd if you ask me. His support ability is nutty. The support ability of all of these units are pretty damn awesome. And this Luffy, of course, is absolutely absurd as well in terms of his special ability. That's been it from me, guys. I was very rusty on that commentary. I do apologize. That was probably my third or fourth take. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for sticking by the channel. I know I've been very inactive. I promise there will be a video tomorrow or the day after. It will be a global video. And then after that, there's going to be a meme video. I promise you, it's going to be a good video. It's going to be a good video. I want to make it a good video. But thank you so much for watching, guys. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. And I really, really apologize for the noise coming through. I know it's annoying. It's very annoying for me. I can't even concentrate properly. My head really, really hurts from all the banging. And then it's even worse when it's drilling. But that's enough ranting from me. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. Remember to hashtag Dunkabandai with a Bellissimo, and have a wonderful, wonderful day. Bye-bye.